Okay, so do you want to switch over to Kyle Cam? Is he set up, or is there anything here we want to?
Nope.
Okay, so
We want to stare at that drunk guy passed out on the ground.
because it's going to show your whole screen there. So if you want to have the Twitch chat there, you either want to hide that or just be aware that they're going to have chat in chat.
Then I can't see what people are saying.
Okay, so switching over to Kyle now.
I had it all set up.
He had a smaller window because he's watching
wind
Twitch
stalker
in
move.
addition to his computer over there.
Yeah, but then we'd have a Twitchception.
I love that idea.
Twitchception.
Okay, so let's let Kyle do what he does.
So we should
Right,
have like
so-
Holly Windstalker with bears and a moose. I'm sorry, like I said, we're 3 minutes
start
behind
when you
guys.
are all ready.
So we're living in the past with the rest of the stream.
One of the big requests that we've had a lot of is basically skins for mercenaries. Unfortunately, with the engine and the way EQ2 works, skins for mercenaries are not necessarily something that's really feasible or easily done. So this is something that this will be on the station store, and basically the way it works is, for instance, you can purchase a crate, and when it's purchased, it will put one of these coins in your inventory that's either a common, uncommon, or a rare mercenary appearance. And these are basically, so like the Archons are basically copies of your favorite Inquisitor Merc. They just have 10 new appearances now. And you can go into the Rogues Gallery, which I'll show after this, which is available in Freeport and in Kinos. The door is in both the Merc areas in Freeport and Kinos. And there is 10 new Inquisitor Mercs in there, and there's 10 new, basically the easiest way to describe is a DPS Monk Merc in there. New appearances that aren't available anywhere. There's some really cool stuff and some really rare appearances that you might not have seen except on bosses and stuff like that. The mercs are the common mercs are the same power as your Inquisitor Merc and your DPS Merc that you get in Freeport or Kinos. There are 2 rare mercs in each bundle, and those are elite power mercs. They look like mercenaries that you can't get anywhere. And then there is one ultra rare merc, which she is a fallen paladin, and I can tell you more about that later. The way it works is you purchase a crate and you unpack it. It gives you a coin. The coins are the contracts, so you can inspect the coin and you can sign the contract. It'll give you a message. You may hire the Archon Mercenary, Dark Hall, Man of War from the Rogues Gallery in Freeport or Kinos, and now you can go to the Rogues Gallery and hire those mercs. One of the things about these coins is the coins are, if you get a duplicate, they're worth status. They can be sold to a status merchant for status. So they're not wasted. And this is the Rogues Gallery here. Let's see.
Troll.
So since the question came up, so when were these available in game for players?
As soon as humanly possible.
So we talking like Tuesday or before Tuesday?
Hopefully later today, and if not today, tomorrow.
Right.
It depends. Yeah, we've got a couple of tweaks to make. I say we, I mean Kyle.
Okay, so Kyle can't do that while he's here on the stream, is what you're saying. Okay.
So I think he's done. We just want to make sure that we've poked at it as many times as we can. But it's pretty much, what you're seeing is pretty much the final iteration. So they'll be on the store soonish. And I think we said they're $9.99? $7.99?
Yeah, this is separate from Rum Cellar.
Yes.
So Rum Cellar is the
totally
campaign.
separate.
This is something else. So regardless what you do with Rum Cellar, these
is a
mercenaries will
live
be
release.
available via the marketplace.
Yeah. So in the Rogues Gallery, this is basically a giant jail cell area. You'll have signs that tell you where to go, and you can see the fighter cell block, which currently is. There are 10 new mercenary appearances in here. Clot Bloodweaver, the Revenant. There's a vampire. Woo. There's a Click Clank MNK 42. Yeah.
Does he blow up in the Zavith Loa fight at the end?
No.
Oh.
There is a Thulosian female ogre mercenary.
So why are they locked up in like a jail?
These guys are kind of the rogues gallery. They're all kind of bad guys, or guys that are misunderstood, that are out selling their power for coin, right?
So it's like the
they're
Foreign
still
Legion.
they're still mercenaries, but we're just kind of giving them a cool place to display them. So it's fun and different. And if you want to role play why they're in here,
Because
feel free to
lore.
do so. Because lore. Yeah.
And then a player asked if there's an easy way to tell which ones they've already scribed.
Easy way to tell which ones they've already scribed.
Like which ones they've
Without
already
going
hired.
to talk to them.
Well, they would show up in your mercenary window. So yeah, and there are a couple, like I said, there are a couple rare mercs and mercs that people have been asking for a long time, like the female Jen and her sort of awesomeness. There is a wraith mercenary. She's fun. All these mercenaries have different and new backstories. This is my favorite. Master Burl Whittling Fists. And he's a enchanted armor dummy that wants to be a real boy. And
Again, not a reference.
yes, he wants to be a real merc.
Where will players find the mercenary area in game?
These are in the mercenary area in each of the cities. So when you go to the special mercenary areas, there will be a door that is clearly labeled Rogues Gallery. I got caught in the door. And that's where they
LOL.
are. It's adventure. Go find it. And then also,
Quest.
this is the rare mercenary.
Or ultra rare, right?
Ultra rare
Yeah.
mercenary. Catastrophe Vile Hex. She's a fallen paladin. She has a very interesting backstory. She may or may not have had something to do with one of the big characters in Norath. And she uses paladin abilities, but all of her abilities have been reworked to be nasty, vile, disease. She's very pissed off and angry. So and she's also a paladin, if anybody, if you understand that. So this is the ultra rare, right?
Right.
Stop laughing, Holly.
I'm sorry. I just saw someone say they had a merc that was shaped like a pickle, and I have no.
What do you
Sorry.
say to that?
That
I,
is-
exactly. All I
is-
could do was giggle.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
that is
snort.
Gherkin Lord Jerkin.
Now you see how we come up with our names.
It's also why I'm not allowed to name things
Anymore.
Right.
I think I'm on that list as well. So
But yeah, she's really cool. She's got wings. Somebody was asking about that. She's got her long hair coming out of her helmet. You don't get to see her face, and there's a reason you don't get to see her face. She might have some secrets. This is her awesome badass
Lord.
shield. Whoa.
Lord Bob Merc. We would do a Lord Bob Merc, but I think the name would take up the screen.
Yeah.
And she's got her Reaver of Shadow sword, and yeah.
So when you buy one of these, it is a random insert for these. So they're curious about how the randomness works when you're opening one of these.
It's just like,
Crates.
I mean, the best way to describe it is just like opening a pack of Magic cards or a CCG. There's 11 available in each bundle. The way that we did the crates are specific. So there's a fighter crate and a healer crate. So that way you're not purchasing, if you really want a healer skin, appearance, merc, then that's what you can purchase. I'm in the wrong cell block.
They're asking if it's tradable.
Are the tokens tradable?
So the crates are tradable. The tokens are not. Again, the tokens are can be sold to a merchant. There's actually a merchant in here
For status?
Yeah.
For status.
for status.
It's a good bit of status too, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can sell them for status to get your personal status. Ooh.
And we want and another idea behind these, like this is just the first set,
Mhm.
so probably we're looking at doing them seasonally. So in an entire year, different sets every season, and then next year we'll have a whole new unique appearance, ultra rare, and then we'll start a new cycle next year. So yeah, you'll be seeing these.
The
every
idea is
so
to
often.
cycle in other types of mercs, so that there's lots and lots of appearances for your mercenaries.
You should sell the ultra rare merc to the merchant in there, just so people can cringe.
No. But yeah.
They're not heirloom. So once you have the actual token, the crates are tradable. But once you open a crate, you have the coin. That coin is just on your character.
Yes.
No trade.
So not heirloom, not tradable.
Right. So if you want mercenaries for your alts, I mean, you can obviously purchase crates and give them to your alts, or you can, purchase crates on your alts.
And Fluffy, it will be some limited time. We'll give players notice when we're going to cycle these out.
Yeah.
But the idea is to have different mercenaries as different seasons go on. So as we get ready for the next set, we'll let players know and give people notice so they know that these things are going away.
There's no sound on this. Weird.
No,
Sorry, there's no sound on that computer.
Oh, okay.
There's sound on this computer.
But yeah, so and then all these mercenaries have cool backstories. They all kind of explain what they're doing here and why they're mercenaries now. Some of them have happy stories. Some of them have sad stories. Some of them have one of the skins that people have really been asking for is the Othmere. This is a female Othmere. Her name is Maya, and she has a interesting backstory also. So, woo, yay mercs!
Yeah, the zone is not available until until you can actually purchase it. Once that gets all worked out, then we'll turn the zone on so you guys can zone in.
One of the things that we also did different is you can come into the zone and look at all the different mercs and their appearances without actually having their contracts. So
Right. You don't have to find the
Right.
contract first to unlock them.
Yeah, so you can come in here and see what mercs are available.
Zach is curious, which of these mercs is your favorite, Kyle?
I already said that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
Scroll
Burl.
back. My favorite is Master Burl Whittling Fists.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's an armor dummy that's been enchanted by a powerful monk. So it was a monk sorcerer. It's a hybrid class that we haven't given you yet. And
Not for you.
yeah. And he's pretty cool. He's got all the animations, of a regular human monk. So he does everything that a human monk can do as far as animations and stuff. And he's got crazy fist weapons that'll, yeah.
Pew, pew.
Anyway, yes, pew pew fist weapons. Remember the name, Master
Pew, pew,
Burl
thump, thump.
Whittling Fists.
I'm going to check emails for you, Miss Ibley.
Yeah,
So
well-
the plan was noon. I haven't heard any update, but I've been in a stream that you guys may have heard about
I
before.
heard that the servers are up and live.
I saw somebody saying in there that it was.
Oh, somebody must be
live.
if they're trying to get into the
Right.
Yeah.
Merc Zone. Yeah. So yeah, sorry. We'll have it live as soon as we are finished doing our testing and making sure it's 100%
Yeah.
ready for prime time.
I don't know. I like all of these because I actually got to pick, most of these appearances, and some of them are things that we've put in game long time ago, like the Revenant. He's pretty cool, and he has VO. He says things. He's kind of rude.
So since they can't hear, can you reenact that for them?
No.
Specifically the Chrome zone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then of course I'm in the wrong cell block. This is background.
Well, he's easy to
That's our
hide in there.
intermission music.
Background intermission music.
Okay, so chat says servers are up, but they're still having issues with PayPal purchasing. So we'll look at the PayPal thing when we get back to our desk. But if servers are up, that's awesome. Appreciate it. If Daniel can hear me, you're awesome.
Yeah. And so this is also one of the Kromzek. He has an interesting backstory. Also, I had to make him sit in the cell because he's too tall for it. So he's got a stool back there and he's comfy. But yeah, I love the Storm Giants. They're something near and dear to my heart. Nostalgic for me. So I decided to put one of these big dudes in here. He's not as big as a normal Kromzek, and he explains why.
He's the littlest Kromzek?
Yes,
He's the runt of the
he's
litter.
the littlest Kromzek. Yes, and then also one of the awesome Paladin Drakirians from Sky Shrine, and he has a really cool weapon that he wields.
There's a good balance of male to female stuff.
And then there's the female Talonite.
There's a Bixie in there too.
Yes, there's a Bixie. Yep. Female Talonite's probably one of my favorites too. She's awesome and rude.
Always love that
Rude.
look.
Yes.
She looks incredibly rude.
She has attitude, and she's a badass.
Her makeup is done really well for someone in jail.
Yes, it is. Well, those are tattoos. The Talonites actually have tattoos. Their bodies are covered in ceremonial tattoos. The higher ranking the Talonite Valonite are, the more tattoos they have. And you can see she has quite a few. So
Yay, lore.
she's tough. Yeah.
But yeah, so we got about 7 minutes here. So if we want to chat anything Rum Cellar that we could wrap up, Rum Cellar Campaign releases today. Those are $14.99. All access members get 10% discount. So if you're not a member, that might be something to consider doing because 10% is pretty neat.
Yeah. It's not entirely trivial.
Or someone who doesn't have the Altar of Malice yet.
Yeah.
If you're picking up the bundle, in addition to the discount, you would get the 10%. So if you're someone who doesn't have Altar of Malice, or if you're buying it on an account that doesn't have Altar of Malice, it's a pretty neat little discount there to stack on top of the discount we're already giving people.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, so the Mercenary bundles we'll have on the store, and have the Rogues Gallery live as soon as possible. If it's not today, it'll be within a day or so. And then I saw some questions about what's coming in the future. Somebody asked about the deity revamp.